morning.
Oh, all right. Good morning.
How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good day, I think.
Well, we'll see.
Well, yeah,
Let's see what the day brings.
indeed. All right, so we're back.
Doing another
viewer tattoos again. This will never end.
No.
As
we'll
we've discussed,
catch
you
up
have
at
so
this
many
point.
of them in
Yeah,
their
we
inbox.
need to be doing more of these a week.
Yeah, probably.
You just keep coming. We're gonna have to get picky or something. I think.
I think so. I mean, I want to see worse and worse tattoos personally.
Yeah, it needs to be a battle to the bottom. Right?
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Let's not even try and impress people. Let's try and disappoint.
I agree.
That's what I want. I want the worst you got all the time.
Well, first off here, we're going to start with some impressing, and then we'll work our way over. There's not a lot of bottom on this one, but first round.
This looks like so many ideas. Like the guy wanted like 15 tattoos, but he only had money for one type thing.
Yep.
And just let's get them all done.
Oh, yeah.
Like
we'll get them.
5 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag kind of thing.
Yep.
Got some script in there. Got a big skull. Got some like a rose in there. Like it looks like some kind of a skin rippy type thing.
Yep.
There's some webbing going on in the corner up there. It's just really weird. That pentagram. It's like this looks like a cover up, but I don't think it was.
I don't think it was either.
Like,
but yeah, you're right.
This has the look of like, well, I'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe we'll put a skull there.
No promise it's gonna look great, but
I will say one thing.
Sure.
Nipples.
Yeah, they did the nipples.
Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed by that, but also surprised by that.
Yes, me too.
Because in a piece like this, usually you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is a candidate for a piece that you usually be like, you know, like, but because they haven't done the rest of the torso either, so
yeah.
like it's almost like they didn't need to do the nipples.
Didn't need to, but
Not
I'm
yet.
glad they did.
I wonder what they do under, like, because they're gonna have to cover that script.
Yeah, well, or that's a part of the final project. That this
goodness!
is just lined out.
Please don't be.
Yeah, I know.
Please don't be.
Believe you me, I know.
Because this could. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but this could end up looking like in the wrong, like the wrong angle and from the wrong point of view. Like this is a bit of a bra or like a tank top, like
if
a
it's
woman's like what are those sports
stark,
bra?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's where like continuing the chest down to the torso, in my opinion, is always important.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a thing going on right now that no one has said this, so maybe it's just in my head. But I have the spider eyes, the white, right, and when the lighting is real like contrasty, it almost looks like I'm wearing like a bra because I have like the shape of, you know what I mean?
Some suppleness to you?
Well, yeah, we used the shape left.
Yeah, of course.
When we did the spider eyes, but then we took that chest piece out. Now it kind of looks like I've got a man's ear or like a bro.
I see, yeah. Yeah.
You know, a man bra.
Yep.
Seriously. I need some support.
Well, you know. Who doesn't need some support every now and then?
I'm gonna address it, and I don't care if anyone else notices. Now people will be like, "Hey,
yeah, they can't not notice now."
But I'm always aware of those things, even in my own work. Like when I had like flames on my arm, and I just kept spotting dicks.
Oh, really?
I was like, "Oh man, how many penises are in this thing?"
Nice. I love it when they hide
I don't know
dicks.
if there actually
hide
were
dicks in the flames.
But once you start picking out those objects,
oh yeah,
like, oh man,
you can't unsee it then.
Now this whole arm is just dicks.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I like this one.
I don't hate it. It's just really weird. Like it's definitely a creature of its own. Like
yes.
The texture of the skull looks fuzzy almost though. And so it looks more like hair or fur.
That's kind of when you like stipple in or like you do that blackwork style shading. It kind of has that like it can have that furry texture if you don't have like super sharp needles.
Are these horns? Is that the idea? Because they're really bent. They almost look like handlebars.
I think it's horns. Yep, I think it's horns.
Like really crispy handlebars.
Yeah. That's probably my least favorite part of it. It was like we have to fit these things in here somehow.
Yeah.
Just turn them down.
Yeah, it's an odd one, but it's certainly not the worst, but it's also not the best.
Not the best, yes. Yeah, we're kind
somewhere
of mid-ground here, yeah.
Good start.
Mid on the positive side, I'd say. All right, next up. I love this stuff.
Biomechanical type thing?
Yep. Something.
It's fresh.
Yeah,
It's going to look better when it heals.
Yep.
Because, like, my beginning, when I looked at this, I was kind of like, what in the hell is this? And then I was like, oh, it's Biomech stuff. And I do like this style sometimes. It's really hard to do well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I always give these things leeway, too, when at first glance, because, like, this is a really difficult style. Most people just won't do it.
Yep.
Right? Like, it's really easy to mess it up. I've seen some really bad stuff. I have a friend that he's getting some of this, and, like, he's excited about it, and it's looking just awful. But he started, and now he has to keep going.
Yeah, of course.
He's got that, what is it, the sunk cost fallacy, I think, happening.
Yeah.
Where he's
you've invested so
living
much.
the lie.
Yeah. Too deep.
It's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it great? It's just like great.
I wouldn't have spent this much money if it wasn't great.
It's like, I don't know, man. And the other thing was, when he was telling me he was going to do it, I was like, I've already seen the work that guy's done on him. Yeah. And it wasn't great. And so I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But you don't want to start attacking people's shit, right?
Especially then if you go, I don't know if that's a great idea, then that means everything else he's got on him is questionable too.
Yeah, it's like, why do you say that?
Yeah.
I would never, ever say who it is, but I feel bad. Because I'm like, that's going to end up, well, on the plus side, it's going to make for a nice blackout one day.
Yeah, exactly.
When he comes to his senses, you'll cover it with black, and no one will know a thing.
See, that's why we always have a silver lining.
There is always a silver lining.
It's just, hey, eventually this will be a really nice black gum.
Yeah, once you get tired of that junk on your arm, I got something for you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, I like it.
Pretty cool.
Yep. I don't even know how I would approach something like this if someone asked me.
That's what I'm saying. It's not easy to do.
I feel like you're making stuff up the whole time.
Yeah, it's and nothing. I always think like it's really hard to put foreground in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like everything's almost like background, foreground mixed.
Yeah, it's all just stuff.
Because like there's no feature piece here.
Yeah,
it's all just. It's supposed to be this person's body or something.
Yeah,
you know.
That's the thing. It's a part of the body, so you can't really make it a feature piece.
I don't see enough of this being done on an incredibly high level.
No, it's rare.
Like, I would love to see this at its limits.
Yeah, I would agree.
You know what I mean? Like, take this to the highest level possible and show me a couple bodysuits of this. Yeah. And I would really love to see it because I do love the aesthetic of tattooing in general. I like things that come together and make a big image. Mm-hmm. And this can do that, but it's real hard.
Yep, I would agree with you. It's badass. All right, next up, we got some handbangers, a few in a row.
This is brutal.
Yeah.
The color. The lighting. Like, I don't know if it's the lighting doing this like a grave injustice or what the fuck is happening.
Probably.
The knuckles are fresh. Like, that's got to be fresh knuckles.
Yeah, they look shinier.
Yeah.
This all might be fresh, really. No.
Oh, boy, I hope not.
No, I don't think so. I think up here. Never mind, I take that back.
Oh, boy, I really hope not. The color is like got this weird glare on it. Makes me wonder if it's like really that bad or if it's just this lighting. But like, please, you got to send better pictures.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah, this is
like,
pretty ruthless.
Because it's you could be doing yourself a disservice.
Oh, for certain,
right? Which is to my benefit. Don't get me wrong. I
appreciate love that.
I appreciate things looking worse, but yeah, it's really hard to tell if the color's in there really well or if it's just like. This
there's white across knuckles, so I'm confused by that.
Yeah, that's weird too.
And there's no change. This is one of the reasons I think it's fresh. Otherwise, if it isn't fresh, damn man, that's cool.
Yeah. See, there's parts of this that I do really like, but it's hard to even get a read on what we're looking at here.
Yeah, it's hard to see what's going on.
Orange glow that's covering the entire photo.
Well, you know what's going on here.
How the hell did he take this picture? Were
he's
they
in
just
a work truck.
Watching Remy Reacts at lunch?
Yeah, he's on lunch. He's in his work
pretty
truck.
Cool hand tattoo.
He's in his work truck, and he's just like, "Hey, take a photo of this tattoo in a terrible lighting with an orange
and what's
glow."
going on? What's happening to his one finger? It's like being enveloped by a blob or something at the bottom there.
Well,
it's tucked into that orange thing.
Maybe he's just, the tip of his finger's cold.
I think he's got like a wart on there.
Just trying to hide it.
It's just strange.
Well, yeah, I agree with all of what you're saying. I would like a better photo.
If you're the owner of this thing, if you could send us a better photo, I'll feature it again.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I'll do it in quick order because I'd like to see what this actually looks like.
Yep.
And, just as a note, again, we've said this a lot. Please send better pictures. This is one of the worst offenders yet, I think.
It's pretty good, yeah. All right. More handbangers. Better
this
photo.
Is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I have a soft spot for Frankenstein anyway.
Yeah, I hear
and because I've read the book, and, like, I'm not being one of those book snob
I was
guys.
just gonna say, woo.
No,
you read
like
book.
the book version of Frankenstein, he never gets Frankenstein's bride. Like that never ends up happening.
Yeah, for sure.
But like the Frankenstein character is incredibly sympathetic. Like you really feel for that guy.
Oh yeah, very much.
Like he gets treated like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like he's the nicest, sweetest creature, and he just can't win.
Yep.
Right. So I had a Frankenstein tattoo on my thigh. He's gone now. He's buried in blood.
He's buried.
This giant Frankenstein portrait Lee banged out in 45 minutes. It took up most of the front of my thigh.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was just a huge contrast, huge heavy negative.
Yeah.
You know, super, super dark. One of my favorite tattoos ever, actually, but
Not anymore.
not anymore. Obviously, it's long gone, but I still remember him.
Yeah, he's under there somewhere.
This is a pretty good shot at the hand tattoo, though.
Oh, yeah.
This is well healed, too.
Yeah,
You
this
can
is
see
great.
This is
like
old.
what you would hope for.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you show someone, oh, this is a 3-year-old hand tattoo, and
Yeah.
it looks like this, it's like,
Yeah,
good job.
Stellar. And then I think this is the matching.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This
Frankenstein.
is the pair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Great.
I like him, too. I like the wrinkles they got on the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this was really intelligent stuff, too.
Yep.
Like, they avoided the knuckles
All the trouble areas.
the best ways possible.
Mm-hmm.
They got the nice black and the best spots of the finger to black, right? Like, that's the easiest part of the hand to get saturation.
Someone's really good, whoever did this.
Yeah, they had a
They're
really
smart.
intelligent idea here,
Mm-hmm.
and it paid off. The only thing I would ask for is, because you're not going to lose a lot of important value, I would say bring that gray shade that's in his face in the middle and the top a little more down on the finger, like the around the knuckles.
Yep.
And around here.
Yeah.
Because it'll just make the tattoo look a little more complete.
Yep.
The loss of shading suddenly kind of upsets me a little bit. And it didn't at first, but the more I look at it, I'm like, why is he missing parts of his face?
No, I mean, to me, it seems like a touch-up hasn't been booked yet.
Yeah, it might be the case.
So
maybe
if
it was
that's the
there
case-
at one point.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was.
Because that all of a sudden just kind of falls apart in places. And it seems like they know how to shade this. So
yeah. No,
there's
this
no
is
good
done well.
reason to...
I think it's just, it takes a lot to keep, as you know, it takes a lot to keep up on a hand tattoo.
Once you get it in, it's good.
Yep.
That's what, we haven't touched this in over 3 years. It hasn't really changed.
Yep.
Like the black,
Yep.
like it was hell getting it in there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But once it was in there, it hasn't really experienced much more dropout. Like, it was never perfect.
Yep.
That wasn't even the goal. It was just like, get it solid. And the knuckles are never probably going to be completely perfect. I mean, we could go at them again and again. You're going to get a little better all the time. But, like, to some extent, it's just like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to do this over and over forever.
Well.
I might do another pass or two eventually, though. We'll see.
I think at least some dots.
I'm in the right line of work now to
Yes, you
consider
are.
those things.
Yes,
I
you
wasn't
are.
at the time.
Agreed.
Right? That's the other thing. I might not be giving this person credit. Who knows what they're doing for
Yeah,
work?
for a living, who knows?
Right? It They could be sicking it in mud water every day.
Well, if they are, I can pretty much guarantee you'll be looking worse than this.
Or a glove
Yeah.
immediately after.
Fucking hope. I hope so.
Yeah, so that's a funny story. Kevin tattooed a guy not too long ago,
Yep.
and within the first couple days, I've been sticking it in mud water.
Yeah, he's
Which
drywall.
I find hilarious.
Yeah, disrespectful.
Can't
but
get a
all right.
win. Can't get a win.
Not at all.
But
All right,
anyway,
speaking of can't get a win, we got our final contender.
hey, this is something a little better.
I love it.
An angry little skull guy.
Yep.
He's like, why am I here?
Why do I exist?
This sucks.
I love bones for legs, though.
So this kind of has this like, did they use purple in this, or is that just really washed out black?
I think it's just really washed out black.
It has a purple look to it.
Yeah, it does. I think that's like the bluiness of the ink, or the black ink. There might be purple in the bones, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
I'm
might
thinking there's
Yeah,
got to be
okay.
some blue or purple in there.
be.
but
Something's in there.
It's like I was hearing from a guy the other day that said back in the day, and I don't think this is a very old tattoo. Don't get me wrong. That a lot of tattooers didn't use white at all. They would
Mhm.
use touches of blue to
Yep.
kind of trick the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Because white was a crapshoot.
Yeah.
If it got mixed with blood, it would heal pink.
Yeah.
So they were.
I still don't understand that.
That's what the common thought was,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So they would use blue instead to simulate kind of a light source,
Yeah.
trick the eye a bit. I always wonder when I see these awful tattoos that are new, if it's still coming down off of one of those old like curmudgeons that haven't updated themselves.
I don't like white.
Yeah, like, oh, white. It's mama.
Yeah.
You know, like it's barely intelligible. It's just some old dude who's still believing in that things are like they were in the early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed at all. I mean, we got a few of those in this city.
Yeah.
So they are out there.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like this tattoo could have been done down the road here.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, like, and where we're from, this would have been considered amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This would have been like, whoa, look at those collars.
Holy crap, he really got it in there.
Yep.
But yeah, blue was used a lot, I guess.
Yep.
And you know,
Makes
really,
sense. Terry did it the other day.
yeah, I seen a little bit of that.
Yeah. It's a clever little trick, you know, if you don't want to try and oversaturate white and just lose it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's still not a bad idea. It's just it's crazy to me where we were versus where we are.
Yeah.
And then we're still in that past to some extent. This still looks like it could have been done back then.
Yep. I would
But
agree.
It probably
Could have been done a year ago, too.
It was probably done a year ago.
Yeah.
Right? It has that look of this tattoo's seen some shit. It's like,
Yeah.
thanks, I just got it done.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Good God, tell me where so I can avoid that.
Where and how?
What do you name this guy?
I was thinking Greg. I don't know why.
I think Ralph.
Ralph is good, too.
Yeah, Ralph is a great name for this guy.
Yeah, I was just thinking Greg with green, but that's just me.
Yeah, he's got way too many teeth, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of
Like
teeth.
his upper jaw is just full of teeth.
Yep.
It's not even so much like some of them are stacked on top of each other because the
Chiclets.
little lines like they're crossing over in weird places.
Yep.
And it's just like he has two sets of teeth up there.
It's like a shark.
Yeah, he's a very interesting skull.
Yep.
Let's say the least.
All right.
But
I like it.
yeah.
All right. Until next time.